So it's another week, and today we woke up with crazy deep, crazy dump across board. I think this is one of the biggest dumps since April. I think over 1.5 billion liquidated longs this morning. Right. So if you look at it on the bright side, I think except you lose money, it's an opportunity to buy or to bid at lower prices because basically we're at a discount right now. Right, so probably if you missed out on some coins you wanted to buy in on, now is the opportunity to do so because we have price at a cheaper level. So I just go through your chart, and those odds or those coins that you missed out on is an opportunity to get into them. So apologies for not dropping videos last week. I was very busy rather. All right. So my thoughts on BTC for this week and the coming days is, like I said, this dip that we had this morning from I think 115K to 112K where it is a good opportunity, a good buying opportunity. Because previously in I think last week, yeah, I think last week I spoke about that if price continues to dip, this 112,900 area is where I will be looking to beat. Let me look for where I made that post. How do I shift this? Oh shit! I made that post on Twitter anyway. My this stuff is blocking. I can't really see. But I made a post on Twitter. If you go to my Twitter page, you see the post. This exact same chart. So I mapped out this level. It's 112, 900 area. So I said if price continues to dip, this is where I'll be looking to bid, and that is where price is currently is this morning. So there's a good possibility that we would bounce from this level, right? So this, as long as price is around 112, 900, the invalidation basically, the invalidation on this should be ideally below 109, 109, 800 area. So anywhere around there, we should see a bounce. Excuse me, we should see a bounce anywhere around there. All right, so I think right now, not just you can buy spots right at this level, but for leverage, for leverage, your entries have to be, if not precise, at least good. It doesn't have to be 100% precise, but at least should be good. So for leverage, I will not just outrightly long right now because today is Monday and New York session is about to open. So we might see like another leg, right? My another leg, at least to clear out Monday's low, which is around there. Monday's low is this bottom of this week, the bottom of this week rather, which is around 111,500 area. Alright, so possibly we see another sweep of that low, something like this. Alright, so something like this. Where are my tools, for God's sake? So possibly another sweep of that low before we bounce. So something like this is what I'm basically looking for, right? So that's why I'm yet to long. Although I bought spot on Zora, right? I will get into that later. So that basically that's the plan for BTC, right? So we have to hold this area. So invalidation on this is around 108. What is invalidation on this trade should be around 109, 800 area. So if we go below here, then we know we're wrong on that trade, and possibly we go way lower, right? But ideally, I expect this area to hold because it's a demand area. H12 other block, so it's a good area for a possible bounce. So that's that for BTC. No, my voice is ashy this morning. So that's that for BTC. Then let me look at Ethereum and Solana. So for Ethereum, the normal rule is if you find an area that you think BTC will bounce, then you can just go and look at your favorite horse or Ethereum or Solana and you bid in confluence to your reading on BTC, right? So if BTC bounces, your horse will most likely run harder, right? So as long as BTC with that place, it's very very good for horse because many horse will run up more. So for Ethereum, it's um I don't know if we come and take out these lows, but if we do, it's not a bad idea. Right, if we can, what the fuck? So if we can come and sweep here again, it's not totally a bad idea, right? Confluence to BTC sweeping Monday's low again, right? So if BTC can sweep Monday's low and hold there, I'll you can consider longing Ethereum so at this level, right? So anywhere around here is good for a bounce. So invalidation on this would be at 3,900 areas, right? So ideally we shouldn't go below here. Let me check the HTF and see what we have there. So there's one thing I forgot to mention on BTC. Let me go back to that chart. So I forgot on BTC if per adventure we push lower. This is one area I've been eyeing. I'm coming. Let me bring in my box too. Where the fuck are you? Okay. So this area, this H12 demand or H12 bullish order block, is one area that I would actually like for price to come into. Right. This I hate the color of this box. Let me just quickly change the colors. All right. I think that's fair enough. So this is one place I would love price to come into, right? If we push lower than this 111,500 area, then this is one area I'm eyeing to bid. So whichever one of them plays out first is the one I'll go with, right? So either here with invalidation at 109,700 area, right? Which I love very much, or I'm coming. Just give me a second, please. All right. So or we sweep Monday's low again. Sweep Monday's low again. So sweep Monday's low again. Right. Bounce from there and go up. So whichever one of them plays out first, right? That's the one I'll really stick. But we'll see how which one develops as we go into New York Open and possibly towards tomorrow and Wednesday. So that's that. So now let me quickly check Solana and I'll see what we have there. Alright, so something is also in a sweet spot. Oh, my tools just disappeared. So currently tag this H12 demand area, or you call it order block. What the fuck? Right. So currently we tag this H12 order block, right? And it's kind of bouncing from there, but if I wanted to buy spot, I'd have bided this right away on spot. But for leverage, I think maybe if we get that one more push down, because why aside from the fact that we're heading to New York Open and price my stab, another reason why I still feel we might have another stab is because outright this is just the first push down, right? And mostly everybody just going into directly there. So I think we have another push down to clear out weekends before we now finally have our move, right? Because everybody has bidded this right away. It's just like it's too simple to just go like that. Although it can go, I'm not saying it can go, right? But I just feel we might have another push out to shake out people again, right? Before we now have that final push up. So that's that for. So Solana is pretty much easy. Anywhere around this box should hold with invalidation around below 210. Right? So anything below 210 there, we might go lower and possibly maybe tag here around 203. But this should hold, right? This area should hold with invalidation at 210. So that's that for Solana. Pretty much easy. Let me see. So if the plan of BTC should play out, then you can just go ahead and bid your favorite horse. So for me, personally, if I don't really trade, I don't trade too many horses at the same time. I just pick one that I like, or two or three that I like, and trade them out and make the fuck out of it, right? But that's the same way I did for. Why is the fuck is my voice like this? That's basically what I did for Avant AVNC, right? So I held this basically for like on futures for, although I had it on sports, but I held it for on futures for I think 8 or 7 days, right? Basically, I started longing here, right? Which was Wednesday last week. Was it Wednesday last week? That should be upper week. I don't know, anyhow. So I started longing it here, took another long here. I think I took another long again before we now had this expansive move, right? So basically, this is what I traded all week last week on leverage. That's the way I do mine. Whichever works for you. If you know how to manage multiple positions, then by any means. But for me, I just pick two or three that the structure looks good and I like them and everything checks out for me and I stick to them. So odds I'm looking at right now, I think let me see. Asta still looks good, right? Although I missed buying it. I missed buying it at this level. This is a sweet level. H1 other block. I missed because I was asleep. By the time I woke up, it already pumped. So if we are lucky enough to get price coming to here, I'll gladly bid, right, for continuation hub, right. So ideally, if it comes back here, I'll bid. So invalidation will be around 1.1179, right. But if we don't, I'll just possibly let it be, right, and check and see the possible next trade that I can have. Then also stable is one I'm eyeing, right. So I mapped out this level, this H4, what the fuck, this H4 order block or H4 demand, right, which price currently front rand, right, price didn't target. So if I'm lucky enough, or if we're lucky enough to get price push into it, I'll gladly bid, right, I'll gladly bid, right. So invalidation with this is easily below 0.26, 3, right? So the setup will look somewhat like this. But the problem with most of these odds or these runner odds is they will possibly front run you, right? So another way I bid is using the trend, right? I let me show you an example of what I mean. If it pulls back, I use the EMA 21 and the moving average 20 moving average and 21 EMA. So whenever we have any H4 retest to that trend line or the EMA, I just bid, right? So it's a similar thing I did on Avante or EVNT. I don't know why I like calling it Avante. So basically, this is what I'm talking about. Hey, I'm trying to make this video as short as possible. So basically, you see each time it comes towards the EMA bounces. So that's what I mean. So if price does this, and if I'm lucky enough, I get an order block inside or around that level, I just bid. Like this one now on AVNC, we had the two of them form. H4 bullish order block plus price trading towards the moving average. So I bid. But sometimes you don't get both of them. Sometimes you only get one. That is price trading towards the H and the moving average on H4, right? So sometimes I just bid there right out because it's most likely bounce and probably control your order block or demand area below. So that was the playbook I used last week basically. So the other hots I'm looking at again are Hype and Zora. Right, so hype, I still feel hype still going to run because we had this consolidation here, this range here, we had this breakout, and just more like price is just coming to do a retest of where it broke out from before it continues to move. Plus, we have this daily demand or daily order block, right? So if we get that push down again on BTC, then I think this one trades to the top of the box at 47.751. So I'll gladly take a long on that with invalidation. Excuse me, with invalidation at 44.776, right? So this one setup I love, right? Then another one is Zora. Although I bought spot this morning after the dip when I woke up, but I would still prefer to get in on futures or leverage. So I'm hoping to see if we can have another tag at 0. This entry at 0.0555 or 0.055 basically, with the invalidation at 0.05166. So I think that's pretty much everything that I have my eyes on this week. We'll see how it pans out, and if we're lucky to have a continuation move, then we'll make money off it. So that's that. So I was trying to make this video as short as possible, but I already extended it. So do well to give the video a thumbs up, and if you're not subscribed already, please do well to subscribe. I'm quite like 88 subscribers. Let's get this 200. How hard could it be? So catch you guys later, and I hope the market favors us this week.